All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to another great session on your favorite political show, The Truth with Ben Jokes. Once again, I want to say a big thank you for the support you are giving me on my new YouTube channel called Mr. Benjamin. I deeply appreciate your subscriptions. For those who are yet to subscribe, please endeavor to help a brother. The channel name is Mr. Benjamin. That is a picture of it on your screen right now. Search for me here on YouTube and please give me that subscription today. Now, let's go straight into politics. Democracy is indeed the best system of government. But as a system, democracy is built on the principle of separation of power, meaning the three arms of government, the executive, the judiciary, and the legislature, all have their limits, and none must encroach into the other's limits. When this is not the case in a country, that country cannot be said to be practicing democracy. Now, let's take a look at Nigeria. During the valedictory service of the last National Assembly, a northern senator stood up as though he was possessed, and he confessed that when his wife was the president of the Court of Appeal, he encroached on the judiciary through his wife. And he said he influenced the decisions of judges for himself and even for some of his colleagues. What a shame. And today, a sitting governor came out openly and said TINUBU has the power to influence the judges and the courts, and that he does it whenever he wishes. And as soon as that statement dropped, it set the internet ablaze. Before I show you who said this, how he said it, and how Nigerians reacted, let me quickly show you this update of an APC governor begging kidnappers. So APC governors have now resorted to begging kidnappers. Look at how the papers reported it. Governor Aliyu begs kidnappers to release local government chairman, others. Governor Hyacinth Aliyu has appealed to the kidnappers of the caretaker chairman of Ukum local government area of the state, Gideon Hanagong, and 3 others to release them unconditionally. Mr. Aliyu appealed on Saturday during a funeral oration for Ta Katsina Ala Fezanga Wombo at Akume Atongo Stadium, Katsina Ala, LGA of the state, that is Benue State. Mr. Hanogong, his orderly, driver, and personal assistant were kidnapped in the early hours of Saturday while on their way to attend the funeral ceremony of the late traditional ruler. The governor said his administration was ready to engage the youths to be useful in the society if they refrained from criminal activities. You heard him, a governor appealing to kidnappers. And some said he is appealing to them because he doesn't want the matter to escalate. What? Fulanis come into your land and your forest in Benue and they begin kidnapping your people, and all you can do as an APC governor of Benue is to begin to appeal to them for fear of the matter escalating. What else can possibly happen? Even if the kidnappers are sons of Benue, do they have the right to kidnap other sons of Benue? And from the governor's tone, you know he is leaving there straight to go and pay the ransom. And that is why this crime will never stop. Because the criminals are not being fully attacked by the security personnel. They are being pampered. And look at how Nigerians reacted to a governor begging kidnappers. Look at some of the tweet reactions. This tweet by Queen B says, "This is the worst I have heard for a long time." Oh, and this tweet here says, "That is the height of failure. Failing in his number one responsibility. Do you not receive security votes? Help me ask this man." And this tweet by Omoya teacher says, "Nigerian governor begging kidnappers. It is finished." It is truly finished, my brother. And this tweet by Royalty says, "Continue begging. Don't stop begging." Yes, continue begging kidnappers. And Michael here says, "A governor begging criminals for his people to be released from captivity means there is no hope for the common man in Benue State. Kidnapping will continue and more kidnappers will spring up on a daily. This is what the people voted for, hoping for a better life." And this tweet by CY says, "What is happening in Benue? Is this guy doing anything for the people with his reverend collar?" My brother, if you ask me, who I go ask. And this tweet here says, he is begging instead of him to go after them with soldiers. And Adeola here says, make governor they beg kidnappers to release people. That is why it has become a booming business for them. That is it. How will they stop when the chief security officer of the state has admitted that he does not know how to stop them other than to begin to appeal to them to stop? Now, let us listen to how a sitting governor described the kind of control that TINUBU has over the Nigerian judiciary. Look at how the papers reported it. TINUBU has powers to use Supreme Court against me, but didn't. Governor Mwang. Hours after the Supreme Court affirmed him the duly elected governor of Plateau State, Caleb Mwang gave kudos to President Bola Tinubu for not interfering in the legal war started by the All Progressive Congress, whose aggrieved candidate refused to concede loss and fought desperately to have him removed from office. Speaking on Channels TV late Friday, Mr. Mwang said the president of Nigeria, among the world's most powerful leaders, could have wrongly wielded his presidency power to oppress him out of office and support his party mate APC's Nentawe to become governor, but chose not to. For African president not to intrude into the political space, we must say kudos to Mr. President, the Plateau governor said on Channels TV. The Nigerian president is one of the most powerful presidents, and if he decides to use his powers wrongly and intrude into the political arena, it could unsettle a lot of things. But today, I believe he allowed the lordships to do their work, and they did it accordingly to the dictates of conscience and according to law, and I'm proud of them. You heard that? And it's not like this thing is new to any one of us. Everybody already knows that this is how it happens in Nigeria. It's just that next time when we are having discussions, we don't want to hear anybody talk about judiciary or democracy in Nigeria. A judgment was delivered in court and a sitting governor is praising the president, thanking the president for allowing them to give that judgment. It means the president is the judge. He is the president and he's also the judge. So there is no separation of power. And when there is no separation of power, there is no democracy. And the remarks of this governor, even though it is not new, even though it is very true and known to Nigerians, sparked so many reactions, angry reactions from Nigerians. Before I show you some of those reactions, let me quickly remind you of my new YouTube channel called Mr. Benjamin. Many of you have already subscribed and I can't thank you enough. For those of you who have not subscribed, please endeavor to do so after watching this video. I know so many of you want to support me, but it skips your mind after you are done watching the video. Please don't let it skip your mind today. It is an entertainment and comedy channel with political humor and satires. Just type Mr. Benjamin in your YouTube search and my picture will pop up. Right there on your screen is how the channel looks. Please subscribe today and God bless you as you do. Now, let us look at how Nigerians reacted to these remarks from a sitting governor. At some of the tweet reactions. And this tweet by the Nanja guy says, how can a sitting governor openly admit that the president controls the Supreme Court, another supposed independent arm of government? No wonder he left his people in the pool of their blood to go become a houseboy in Lagos. But what he openly admitted is known to all of us. What we are saying is that we have to know that this is the situation of this country, not the one that some people will be pretending. Let us know that there is no democracy in Nigeria. Make we know say everything don't scatter. Now from there, we can now stand up and arrange it. And this tweet by Daniel Rega says, a sitting president shouldn't have the power to influence the Supreme Court or judiciary. Praising a politician for not interfering simply exposed what might have happened during the presidential election petition tribunal and the general elections. There have been speculations, but that statement confirms a lot. And that is it. This man has just confirmed everything that we said happened during the presidential election petition tribunal and at the Supreme Court. He has said it clearly that TINUBU has the power to influence the judges and that he does it at will. So what are we saying again? And this tweet by Olani says, because Supreme Court is a subsidiary of APC, just like INEC. That is it. And Olumayowa here says, judiciary inside executive pocket. It is finished. And this tweet by Abayomi says, ha ha ha, this statement is absurd. Though Nigerians knew all those judgments were manipulated, but coming out to say this as a sitting governor confirms it. Similar thing was said by Alex Oti. Even the hope over Nigeria is not even hoping again. Now, wow. And that is it. Time and time again, we have confirmed that we don't have a democracy in Nigeria. And I really pity us if we think that this only affects good politicians like Peter Obi. No. Think about it. Peter Obi is a billionaire. He doesn't even need money. He has lived his life. He's a good man and he has a very good reputation. All he wants to do is help the people get out of their misery. So if there is no democracy in Nigeria, if Nigeria is not democratic enough to get a good man into power, it behoves the people to stand up and start a revolution. Because with the APC, nothing good will ever come the way of this country. I say this confidently because they are selfish people. They've only come to kill, to steal, and to destroy. Anyway, make I leave am here. Don't forget to go to my YouTube channel, Mr. Benjamin, and give me a subscription tonight. Today. As for me, make I still enter town. Make I go get some ogbonge political news wey una go like. Why? Because of una I dey here. So don't go away.